going live, doing our typical Chinese buffet because that's what I wanted. Hopefully some of y'all join me. If not, you watch the replay. Per usual, I got more than I'll eat because that's what I do. See y'all. I'm so tired. I don't know if y'all can tell. We got back from Colorado yesterday. That was an interesting trip to say the least. Y'all, they had curry today. Oh, like heck yeah. I love curry. But I don't know, do you guys like curry? Like, has anyone tried curry? Oh. So, we got back yesterday at like 6:30. Coda was supposed to be to work at 5:30. They closed early because of Easter at 8. It was an interesting trip home, to say the least. About 30 miles outside of town. Hi, Olivia. I love you. We hit a complete whiteout. I mean, complete whiteout. I don't know if you can see it. It's stormy right now. So that was spooky. There's like these turns and stuff that you have to go through. And hit those in between truckers and a whiteout. I was like, this is really fun. Olives. How many of y'all love olives? Can you guys hear me? Leave a comment down below, please, and let me know if you can hear me at all. Or hear me well, or if it's muffled. Chicken wing. I haven't been feeling the greatest today. And I've been working all day. Because that whole trip turned into a mess. Thank you, Olivia. I miss you too. I'll be down there on Monday to have my surgery at noon. Yeah. A little scary, to say the least. Because if y'all don't know, I have had issues with anesthesia. They're not fully sedating me. It's moderate sedation, but that could change if they go in and there's too much scar tissue. Oh, that curry's delicious. Oh, heck yeah. And potatoes. Y'all, I want to go back and just get a container of the curry to have for days. That is delicious. Coda would love that. But so I have that procedure coming up next week. So y'all might not see me for a while. I don't know, because I don't know how that's gonna go. I obviously have to come home and work after that. I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off. The tuna off the top of the sushi. I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off. And then back to work Wednesday. Obviously, health permitting. I don't know how sore I'm gonna be. None of that. So, or, you know, hopefully things go smoothly. Definitely, please, please, please pray for me. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. That was Coda's, medicine alarm. But yeah. And my stomach has been, like, funky. Feels like there's a rock in there all the time. I've been sick a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. I'm probably gonna go back to, like, as simple eating as I can. She doesn't like vegetables. She doesn't like green beans. That's it. That's about it. As far as vegetables. Green beans and mushrooms are hit or miss. Meat, chicken. There's that curry. Carrots too. Which I'm not 100% sure that won't make me sick. I have a hard-boiled egg. It looked good. So, I don't know anymore, y'all. Coda, I guess it's a good thing we didn't mow. Coda didn't care for it. But he didn't really, honestly, get to experience it very well. He got so sick from that buffet. Which is weird because I ate there too and I didn't get sick. But he did. He got very sick. So, he didn't get to experience, like, what's your body count? What kind of question is that? Really? I don't have a body count. I ain't that type of person, so. Go about your way, troll. I don't have a religion. And I don't talk about religion on my channel. Hi, how are things going? Hi, Livy. They're going pretty well. Getting ready to do a surgery. What are your main morals? To be compassionate towards people. I was raised as a cowgirl. So, those are my morals. Go watch Yellowstone. Watch Beth Dutton. There you go. I really like that curry. Do you hear Cruella? I look quite beautiful. It's a shame you don't believe in God. I never said I don't believe in God. Never said that. I said I don't have a religion. I was never baptized as anything. I was not raised that way. My father raised us and my mother that we didn't have to go to church to believe in God. That's how I am. I don't bring it on my channel because everybody's allowed to believe whatever they choose to believe in. I don't force religion on people. So, but I'm not ashamed to say that yes, I do believe. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him and my son. Can y'all tell I'm getting full? I hope you have kids or plan on having kids. Yes, I have a kid. You must be new to my channel because my son's been on my channel many times. Do I plan on having more kids? Absolutely not. One and done. And I get this other piece of tuna off the top. So I get the roll, but I don't eat the roll because me and imitation crab don't get along very well. So I just eat the tuna off the top. See? Why no more? Because I'm 38. And I love my son, but I've never been huge on kids. It wasn't my thing. I have my son and that's all I need. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not wasting my beauty. I wouldn't want to have another child in this world. Not in a million years. It's sad enough what I have to see my son go through. No. Not feeling that chicken tonight. I'm gonna eat this last little piece of meat from the curry. Hey Tish, you look good. I'm still at a stall of 220. Been months and months, won't go down. I give up. Francesca, have you tried changing like your eating habits? So sometimes you're not actually getting enough. And I get it, like you're so scared to eat more because you're like, if I eat more, I'm gonna gain weight. As you can see, I eat a good amount anymore. The bad part is I'm consuming a good amount of food anymore, but still losing weight. I don't really understand how or why. I mean, I am back to kind of being sick quite often. And I do try to do protein first, then other stuff. But sometimes she just really doesn't like protein. Like right now, there's still quite a bit there, but I'm done. Kind of feeling nauseous. Like I said, I've been having a really hard time with food lately. Back to like where foods just really aren't appeasing. Except for donuts. I want freaking donuts all the time. And I can eat a couple bites and I'm fine. But no more than that. I have been extremely bloated with lots of air, and I'm sure it's the sugar and the carbonation. I need to stop it all. I just don't know, like, I guess where to start. Think about, you know, the world is a horrible place, so if you fill it with more love and compassion, your kids will be able to spread love to the people that need it. I'm very funny. You are the most beautiful woman I saw on stream today. It's crazy how women look best without makeup. I have makeup on. I most certainly have makeup on. I don't wear a lot of makeup at all. Never have, never will. I don't have time for that. I appreciate your comments. I just, I don't want any more kids. Love your channel, CJ School Hater. Thank you. Thank you for being a wonderful supporter. Yes, I find myself eating half a donut. I have a confession. I've been drinking a lot. That could also cause the stall. Absolutely. You know, you got to remember, for me, the biggest thing is I can't eat a lot of high calorie foods. They don't sit well for me. I can't eat dairy. I can't eat pork. You know, I can't eat a lot of fatty fried food. There's a lot of high calorie foods I just can't eat. So, and if I do eat them, you know, so what I ate the other day that it took all of about 30 seconds. Can't even remember what it was, but I mean, I'm telling you, like 30 seconds. And it came up. When we were in Colorado, we went to Jack in the Box. I got a burger. I don't eat the buns, obviously. I use those keto buns. Well, I took a bite of it with the bun because I had forgotten my keto bun. Y'all, they didn't put cheese on it, which I can eat like fake cheese, and I'm okay. But they didn't put cheese on it, nothing. It was a horrible burger, but I did get me some Jack in the Box egg rolls, and I took 2 bites, and I thought, gosh, these taste really good, only to figure out they were pork, so of course I got sick from that. I did get lots of donuts in Colorado. I didn't eat them, like my mom went with us, and Coda, and they were eating them, but we got this one. It was a red velvet donut, and girl, let me tell you what, it was so soft and pillowy and delicious. And I love like apple fritters and all that. I got a blueberry fritter. It was so delicious. Minimal is fine. I think none is most beautiful, but as long as it's not so clearly not your face, super pretty. You know, to each their own. That's the way I believe. If people want to wear makeup and wear it heavily, then go for it. If that is what makes them feel beautiful, why not? Everybody deserves to feel beautiful in their own way. So for me, I just don't have time to sit there and do like all the contouring and all that. And I do have my hair put up, which I normally don't. I lost my mom, so I turned to drinking. I've been stopping the drinks. I can't eat pork either, or burgers, or fried stuff. I throw up or it gets stuck in my chest. Yes. 181 is what I bounce between. 181 and 185, depending on how much water I'm retaining. And the reason for that is the whole liver stuff. So yeah, you know, I'll always kind of per se retain water, because even though I don't have fatty liver disease anymore, I do still have cirrhosis of the liver that will never go away and never repair. So there's going to be times that I retain water pretty bad, especially after traveling. And I thought for sure that I would have gained weight because I was eating like a piggy, or at least I felt like I was. I lost frickin' weight, which is so frustrating. Yes, girl, you look amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to go do that thing where they tighten your turkey gobbler, because sometimes it gets pretty bad. Like, personal question. My father died recently. I asked my girlfriend for reassurance about her being the forever, and she decided to complain about how I never married her. Now she's saying I'm not supportive. Am I in the wrong? Well, I mean, how long have you been with her? Is the question, you know. Women like assurance. Women like to feel trying to think of how to say it. Secure. So if she feels like she needs marriage to feel secure, and you're not willing to do that, that's gonna be an issue. I mean, every relationship per se can be worked out with conversation and communication. So, try your best to communicate as clearly as you can. 6 years, but she has broken up with me so often, I can confirm that we have been together for months straight. I would sit down and have a serious conversation and ask her what her intentions in the relationship are. Does she intend on being together forever? Because why would you ask her to marry you if she keeps breaking up with you? But she could be breaking up with you because you're not being clear with your intentions and your wants. So, it's kind of yeah. Hi Tish, hi Brandy, how are you? Sending lots of prayers for your new journey. I'm loving watching it. And your April Fool's dinner, that was hilarious. So, yeah. Relationships are not easy. It takes work by both people. If both people don't want to put in the work, it'll never work. Ever. I don't care what you do. It will never work. I spent 12 years carrying a relationship on my back, doing everything I could to make it work without him putting effort in, or communication was a big thing. No communication whatsoever. I will never again be with someone that can't communicate clearly their wants and their needs. But really, honestly, right now, y'all, I'm just living life. I'm living life as me, learning to love me, and doing whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And that's just what I'm doing. Well, I told her I'd marry her once I get into medical school, and I'm interviewing right now. And if I don't get in, I'd marry her in August. Not gonna lie, I feel like it's her not putting in her work because I kind of do everything. Well, before you enter into a marriage, make sure that you both understand each other well, communicate well. Don't go into something feeling like you do everything. Don't. It takes two. It takes two. Your partner needs to feel secure just as much as you yourself need to feel secure. When you say you put the relationship on your back, what was he doing or not doing? Never communicated anything. I didn't know right from left. When things would happen, I'd never know. Somebody would call me and say, oh, did you know da 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 da? I'd have no clue. Like big serious things. Never communicated feelings, wants, needs, other than me doing pretty much everything. I did the finances, the cooking, the cleaning, the being the parent, the medical, everything with my son. I was a single mom. I was married, but I was a single mom. That's what my life was. And when I didn't work, I would have to beg for money to go to the grocery store. I could never buy myself anything. I walked on eggshells every single day of my life for about 11 years. The first year was great, and then for about 11 years. I never knew what was the right step to take without pissing him off. So to say that I lived in high anxiety for years is an understatement. Am I traumatized by it? Absolutely. Am I healing from it? Yes. Am I learning that it's okay for me to do things for myself and not put everyone else first? Yes. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that I'm learning that it's okay to walk away from toxic people, number one, even if they are family. And that it's okay to stand my ground and stand up for myself. I've never bit my tongue for anybody, but I had a tendency to kind of just let people use me. And I don't do that anymore. And let me tell you what, you want to talk about pissing people off. When you go from being at everyone's beck and call to not, they get really mad really fast. I'm glad you are free of, you look great, girl. Thank you, Brandy. I'm glad you are free of that relationship now. Me too. I'm so much more happy. So, hi, Alberto. I feel that my father died and apparently canceled his insurance and apparently was stealing my mom's money and giving it to his relatives. Wow. That's horrible. If you don't mind me asking, did he do anything to make you feel good? Like maybe take you out to eat or buy you things? No? My birthday, he wouldn't even tell me happy birthday. I wouldn't get a card, a gift, a note, nothing. Every holiday was like that. So, no. Nope. We did, before I had weight loss surgery, the only connection we really had was food. And after I had weight loss surgery, and I didn't per se have my food addiction. I mean, I'll always be a food addict, but didn't have my food addiction like I did before. It all went downhill because we no longer had that connection. Interesting. My dad did the same thing. I wonder if he has mental illness because my dad definitely did. You know, I can't speak on that personally because I don't know. I'm not in his mind. I don't believe that my ex-husband is a bad person. He was just a bad husband. And that's just what it was and what it is. And, you know, he would help anybody in the world and give the shirt off of his back for other people. Just not me. We just did not go well together. I don't hate him. I obviously don't love him. I don't hate him. I believe hate is an extremely strong word and feeling. Am I mad? Yeah. Am I hurt? Of course. Do I dislike him? Yes. Does he annoy me and piss me off? Quite often. But we are definitely better apart than we are together. And I wish him the best in life. I hope that he finds happiness wherever that may be for him. It just wasn't with me, and my happiness was not with him. Even though I truly thought that if I did everything to make him happy, that would make him treat me better. And that's not how it works. And you shouldn't do that. My eyes are like wicked green. Woo! So, you know, yeah, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Well, let's be honest, to be an idiot, to be a bad husband, there's no compromise. Your wife is your life, and if you don't treat her well, you are not building your house. It's like building a house with no foundation. Very true. Yep. You know, there's that old saying, happy wife, happy life. And there's a reason there's that old saying. But, you know, I like being independent. I don't like depending on people in any way, shape, or form. When you do everything to make your spouse happy, you lose yourself. Oh yeah. And I did. Most definitely did. 6 months ago, when I turned around in my kitchen and said that we were over, I had no clue who I was, what my purpose was. I had forgotten who I was. And then this person came back, and I am a very different person than I was before. When you go through what I've went through the last year and a half, it changes you. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing that I've learned that I matter just as much as anybody else. That's what I'm saying. It may be mental illness because treating your wife poorly is self-destructive behavior. Is it possible to help him find a therapist? Oh, honey, my ex-husband is Mexican, from Mexico. They don't go see therapists. That is not in their culture. Never in a million years would he do that. I tried to get him to go to marriage counseling. No. Mm-mm. Even though our son has been in therapy for years, no. Absolutely. And you can't help anyone that doesn't want it. And he doesn't. He'll tell you that he was a bad husband, but he ain't about to change his ways. He's content with who he is, and that's fine. You know, I'm just not gonna deal with it. So I got my dad flowers to give to my mother on her birthday, and he said she doesn't deserve it. Keep in mind, she was staying with him every night for 2 years after work when he waited for a new heart. Oh, he sounds cold. You know, sometimes people who are incapable of loving, it's because they were never shown love themselves. So sometimes we have to have compassion when it comes to that. You know, my dad's not the most loving person in the world. Far more now than he was when I was a kid, of course, which is annoying, but he wasn't necessarily shown love either. So how are you supposed to show it when you've never been given it? Also, maybe he's just stupid. Every night at the hospital, I mean, she would work 9 to 5, then stay 6 to 11 at the hospital. That's amazing. It really is. When I was sick, my ex would just sit there and watch me struggle. My son did everything. Thank God for him, who I have to go pick up from work here before too long. Kind of sucks that like I waste all that sushi. Coda will eat it though. I try to stay away from rice. I don't know what I got all over. My dad too, he never took us to visit her when she was in the hospital and would just watch movies. Mine just drank. And if he wasn't drinking, he was working. He would be sleeping or sitting on the couch playing on his phone. The phone seemed to be number one. So sometimes I wished I was the phone, we'll put it that way. But that's okay. It is what it is. Life goes on. You live, you learn. You move on. Well, some people don't learn. I'm trying to get all my stuff. I need to clean my car out after this trip. It is a mess. A drink. I love these things. The sparkling ice Starburst. This one's orange. I like the orange, strawberry, and lemon. I don't really like the cherry one. People go through depression in their own ways, which look very odd to us. Yes. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with stuff. You know, I've dealt with depression a lot throughout my life, but I tried to be compassionate and loving still. But of course you have days where, you know, you just don't want to, or don't feel like it, or whatever. This is what I live off of. I like the citrus one and the Swedish fish one. I live off of caffeine, which is probably why my stomach's mad all the time. Did he at least do things for you? I'm not gonna answer that particular question. We'll just say it was non-existent in my life. It's not, yeah, I'm not gonna answer that. So, yeah. I'm just going to say I choose not to answer that question. And I see, sorry about that. You know, I guess to a lot of people, that's a huge thing in life. To some, it's not, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, really, honestly. So anyways, y'all, I gotta go get my son here in about 20 minutes. I'm thinking about going back to work for that little bit of time and making some more money, because I've got to make up all the money that was spent on vacation. That's okay. Coda had fun. We went and did mini golf, and we went to Dave & Buster's, which the one in Colorado Springs is not very big, and they didn't have skee ball, which made me mad because that was the whole reason I went. And what else did we do? We went to the mall. That was just Friday. Went to the Asian market because I made paella while we were down there for my friend, and yeah, we had a blast on Friday. We learned real quick that neither one of us is good at mini golf. I am not good at mini golf, and I don't have the patience for it. I wanted to go to the pueblos that are there, the little pueblo that's like the clay houses and go on a hike, but we didn't make it to do that. Hopefully we'll be able to go down again and do that. I love to be outdoors and want to go hiking and stuff like that and see new places. Like I can go hiking here and whatever if it'll ever stop snowing. But I've seen everywhere around here, so. Haven't been to Yellowstone though. Don't intend on going. I don't want to know that that's up there. I mean, to me, it's just stupid. If you love a girl, I'll do all I can to make her happy. Refusal to do so is evil. I wouldn't say it's evil to refuse. I guess it depends on the person. I mean, it's great that you'll do everything you can. Just make sure you don't do too much, give too much, because there is a such thing. I have a tendency to give too much. So, yeah, don't do that. Glad I get to see your son soon. Oh, he won't be on here. He'll be tired and exhausted. He was doing school all day, and yeah. People who say they like the outdoors spend most of their time inside. Well, you see how lovely Wyoming weather is, so I spend a lot of time inside because of Mother Nature, not because I want to. But no, when it's nice, I'm outside all the time, and I love to do like barbecues and stuff like that. If you don't mind me asking, did you and Carlos split? Yes. 6 months ago. Going through divorce right now. So, just gotta find the time to finish the paperwork. We don't have anything to fight over, so, and really, honestly, he's not that type of person. My car is in my name. The car that he has is in my name, but I don't want it. And I sure don't want the $500 and some odd car payment. The truck that I had that I traded in for this was in both of our names, but we had talked about divorce for many years, and it was always an agreement that I would take the truck because it was paid off. And he obviously makes more money than me. So we don't have anything to fight over because he won't fight over custody or anything like that. We have a mutual agreement when it comes to the amount of child support. I don't need the state for any of that. So, I mean, my house is in my name. Well, it's in my dad's name, but it's in my name, and it's mine. There goes my stomach. Is it against God's will to not do your best for the people you love, but showing your wife love is a result of mental illness, evil, and foolishness? It was cold in the morning, then it was hot, then it kind of wanted to snow, then it got cold, and I thought Texas weather was crazy. They say wait 5 minutes. It was just like yesterday when I was driving back. Like, driving there was a little cloudy, and the clouds looked a little spooky, and then it started to rain, and then it was okay for a couple minutes, and then I come around the corner over by Jim Bridger, and it's a complete whiteout. Can't see nothing, in the middle of a blizzard, and then about 5 miles down the road, it's blue skies and clear as could be, and I was just like, only in Wyoming can you literally have 10 different climates in 10 minutes. Good. He seemed like an asshole. You know how many times on videos that he was in, I would get comments or messages from people that would say, he seems like a true narcissist, or he seems like he's very mean, or just messages like that. So it's not like nobody's seen it. It was more, I just tried to justify his behavior, and that was my own stupidity, and I take full responsibility for that. That's not on him, that's on me. So, you know, that's why he stopped being in videos, because you could see and feel it. Yeah. Nope. I was like, I think it's best that we don't. Question, if he knows he was bad, why didn't he change? He didn't want to. He's happy with who he is and how he is. So, he didn't want to change. He told me that on several occasions. Isn't it funny? I'm sitting right in front of the gym. I think he was jealous you got the surgery and lost a lot of weight. My ex was. He never wanted me to get it. You were always beautiful. You know, he'll tell you even today that the weight loss had nothing to do with anything, but it did. It most certainly did. He blamed me for everything that happened, like medically, because he said it was my choice to do the surgery, so it was my fault. So there was that. So he per se had a grudge against me for that. Did he like the weight loss? Probably not. He tended to like bigger girls, and I'm not, obviously, anymore. Like, I don't know. It freaks me out, because when I look down and I see, like, obviously I have loose skin. When I see all that, I still see, like, 357-pound me. And then when I go look in the mirror, what I see is not what is there at all. And so my brain just, like, can't get it. It's weird. I bought this really cute sunflower dress that is very form-fitting. And keep in mind, I never wore dresses. Most women that grow up on ranches don't wear dresses. So I bought it, and like I put it on, and I'm like, ugh, like you can see this roll, you can see this. And Coda looks at me and he's like, Mom, I have no clue what you're seeing, but that's not there. And I was like, yeah, it is. And so I went in the bathroom, and I have that full mirror. And I looked, and I'm like, that isn't there. Like, why does my mind see it, but it's not really there? Body dysmorphia is like the worst thing, I swear. I think he was not being nice and loving was more important than meeting his beautiful wife and son. Yep. I have a lot of loose skin too, especially my legs and arms. You know, since I started going to the gym, my legs have shrunk quite a bit. My arms. I have a really tiny waist. but bigger hips. So yeah, there's that. I actually go October. Sorry, Cruella's being Cruella. If y'all don't know, that's what I named my pouch because she's a B word. I think October 5th to the plastic surgeon to see about skin removal, because as much as I thought it wouldn't bother me, it sure does. But it also is heavy, so it gets very uncomfortable at times. My mind still plays tricks on me like that. Like, I'm 338 still. Oh yeah. I think body dysmorphia is probably one of the worst things that comes along with weight loss surgery. Because for me, like, it's been 1.5 years since I had surgery. I've stayed at the same weight for a while now, like months, probably 4 months. I stay around the same weight, and it just, my brain just doesn't get it. Does insurance cover the skin removal? So that depends. Everybody's insurance is different. And it depends on how well your doctor, your primary doctor, or your bariatric doctor documents, like if your extra skin is causing anything. I happen to have my family member who is my nurse, so get a little extra boost there. So my insurance will cover a panectomy, which is taking that bottom like fupa type area. It will not cover a full tummy tuck or anything like that. That will have to come out of my pocket. There are a lot of plastic surgeons anymore though that will set up payment plans and help you do that. I feel like my face is like swollen today or something. And so it just depends on your insurance and your particular situation. So most of them will not cover like skin removal on your arms, your legs. About the only thing that a lot of them will cover is a panectomy. Oh, great. I hope it all works good for you. I hope so too. I guess we'll see. It's scary. I do not want to be put under at all again, obviously, after being under full anesthesia that last, when I had the EGD and woke up and couldn't breathe and thought I was going to die. Legit was paralyzed. Couldn't breathe on my own for quite a while, but I was awake, and that's spooky. And then feeling like there was something, like drowning is the best I can say. It's scary to like think about being put under again. That's what I'm scared of, going through another surgery. I'm not necessarily scared of another surgery, it's just the anesthesia part that scares me. Like, none of the rest does. My port, so taking my port out, they don't fully sedate you usually, but if they go in and there's a lot of scar tissue in there and it's attached itself to the point that like they really have to cut and whatnot, they'll knock you fully out before they'll do that. Most of the time though, they just put a drape over you so you can't see it, and they numb that area, and then they give you moderate sedation, so you're kind of like in and out, and they'll pull it out because the port's right there, and then that tubing goes up and down towards my heart. So they'll cut there again and pull that part out and then start pulling the tubing out. Of course, there's risks with it. I have a feeling it's gonna hurt a lot more than whenever they put it in because I'm not numb like I was before. So that's kind of spooky. Yeah, the being put to sleep. Yes. So anyways, I gotta get off here. I gotta go get my son. I hope you all have a fantastic day and had a fantastic weekend and have a great week. And as always, stay warm and stay blessed. Bye, y'all.